Oh shit. So they're tied.
So they're tied. They have to draw new cards. Well,
Oh
when they
no.
draw the cards again, Bane gets another 23 and wins. And it
Ooh, let's go, baby.
and it
Let's
pi- and
go.
it pisses off the ensign so terribly that he actually throws his mug at the droid and damages the droid. Then he starts talking shit to all the miners in the cantina, saying, "You're lucky
Uh,
we're here. Otherwise, the Sith would just take everything, and you guys would be dead. You better kiss our boots and shit like that." Which,
not a good idea.
especially when those miners are all over almost 2 meters tall and almost as big as Bane.
Yeah, this is not a good
Ba-
idea.
and
This
Bane
this
is the Bane is the biggest out of all of them.
oh fuck. Bane's gonna booty fuck this guy, isn't he?
So the cantina owner actually grabs his gun and sets it to stun and shoots a shot into the air and tells the and someone throws a bottle right at the ensign, hits him in the side of the head and knocks him out.
Oh, get fucked, loser.
And so that's when the owner of the cantina shoots into the air. He's like, "All right, everyone, get the fuck out. Otherwise, I'll shoot y'all."
Reasonable. Reasonable.
And he's like, "Republic soldiers, you guys go first, and no funny business, essentially." And so they leave. They carry the unconscious ensign with them, and the cantina starts to clear out. Bane gets ready to go and leave. He's like, "No, you just stay and wait here." He's like, "Okay," because the canteen owner is like, "The soldiers are probably waiting for you outside." Which
Oh, okay, like what they did to Shawn Michaels, am I right?
they were probably going to kill Bane if given the chance.
Yep.
And so Bane's like, "Okay," and he's like, "All right, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching out for me." And so he's getting ready to leave. He gets hit upside the back of the head.
By the cantina owner.
No, by the
Huh?
ensign.
But he was knocked out. How the fuck did that happen?
Because this is like 30 minutes or so after,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and they're just like waiting in a dark alley for him to walk by.
Wow. Okay.
So
What bitches?
so he finds like a metal bar and smacks him upside the head. And so now they're fighting, and with it being so dark, no one can see shit. Now Bane's force powers made it so he was able to see everything in the dark, like his eyes adjusted to the natural darkness,
Okay.
and
I
he
mean,
sees the ensign pull a vibroblade out.
what? Oh shit.
Like
Okay.
he was gonna try to like straight up kill Bane, but obviously Bane being stronger and having the force with him, he was able to grab the dude's wrist and twist it back and make him stab himself.
Oh fuck. Get fucked,
So
Ensign.
yeah, so
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait.
so the ensign dies.
Was that a Sith power to see in the dark, or was it
No, it's
like
just like a
his
natural thing with
eyes
the force.
adjusting to
Yeah, it's like a natural thing with the
mining?
force.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
Jedi could
Because
do
that would
that.
have been perfect with him being a miner.
Because Jedi could do it as well. Like if they walk into a
Yeah.
dark room, they can channel the force to enhance their eyesight.
Really? Because I thought they just used the lightsabers as flashlights.
Nope. If the only time a Jedi actually uses a lightsaber is if they absolutely have to.
I swear, because like in the cartoon, they always use the lightsaber to like see in the dark.
Well, the reason why they do that is also because they don't know if there's anything waiting inside the dark for them.
Oh, okay. That's actually
So they can
smart.
actually are ready to defend themselves in case anything happens.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that. I just thought they used lightsabers as
Light source.
yeah.
It's not that good of a light source when you really think about it.
What do you mean? It's
Because,
like
like, imagine if you're in a giant cavern or something,
okay.
it only projects a certain amount of light in front of you and all
Oh,
around you.
yeah, you're right.
So, wouldn't it be better to use the force to enhance your eyesight in that case?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess they always do that in the movies too because of like, you know, special effects.
Exactly. That's one of the.
Hmm.
So, so Bane kills this ensign, and he goes back to the cantina. The cantina owner is like, "Holy shit, is everything okay? You got blood on you." He's like, "Yeah, I'm
It's
fine."
not mine.
It's not mine. It's the ensign. And he's like, "Yeah, I can kind of tell." And so he pours him a drink to help try to calm him down because he's freaking out. Like, holy shit! Now the Republic's after me because I killed a Republic soldier. Which, very fair.
Very, very fair. Yeah.
And so he was starting to, because how I told you how he was like telling the troops like, I kind of respect the Sith more than I respect the Republic because they at least um, appreciate strength and power, whereas the Republican Jedi have done nothing for me.
Yeah.
And so the owner of the cantina, his name's Groshik, and he's the same species as um, Newt Gunray, but he's not a coward like Gunray.
Oh, ew. Ew, he's one of those ones? The
Yep,
racist Asian guys?
yep. And so he's like, "Did you mean everything you said about the Sith tonight?" And Bane's like, "I guess." And he's like, "Well, I do have some contacts who are looking for troops to join the Sith."
Oh? Uh-oh.
Give me 1 second.
1 second later. I'm kidding.
And so Bane's like, "Hold on, you told me you
My
didn't
name
like
is Jeff.
Sith." And Swoop a Loopy, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying this little talk show about Star Wars. We also talked about wrestling and we talked a little bit about Warhammer 40k earlier. That's mainly the three main topics this channel is going to be talking about. And we do it like a podcast, so that's why I'm not really acknowledging chat so much because of it, trying to treat it like a podcast. Just so you know. But thank you for the follow. It's very much appreciated.
We support your follows. Thank you very much. We
Exactly.
love you.
Oh shit! You used your Prime subscription. Holy shit!
Let's fucking
Thank
go.
you. Thank you,
Let's
Swoop Loopy.
fucking
Oh my
go.
god. That's awesome.
Thank you for supporting the channel.
Exactly. Thank you. That means a lot. It really does. So as I was saying though, and Groshek, being the shrewd businessman he is, never really picks sides between the Republic or the Sith because he's like, here's the thing, especially working as a cantina owner. If I actually, that's fair. That's absolutely fair, Swoopa. There's going to be a lot of sabers.
Oh yeah. Lots of sabers.
There, I turned up the game. That should be a lot better.
Wait, what happened?
Huggy said my mic is really low. I turned up the gain, so that should sound better.
Oh shit. Is that gonna fuck with the other recordings?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's okay. We can redo the
Can
episodes tomorrow. We'll just leave the stream up,
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
and before you go for your D&D, we'll record the actual episodes.
What time are we doing that?
What time is good for you?
Uh, Wait, do you have off tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
Okay. Ooh,
What time are you?
12 is good
Okay,
because D&D starts at like 8.
okay, that's perfectly fine with me.
Okay.
That is perfectly fine.
Sick.
Yeah. So as I was talking about, um, so Bane's like, you always told me you never pick sides, and he's like, well, yeah, because the thing is, if I choose a side, I could be friends with someone tonight, but if I say something tomorrow and piss them off, they'll hate me. So that's why I try to never pick sides. It's bad for business, which makes sense. But he also has contacts with the Republic, and he's like, I'm not sure my contacts in the Republic are able to help you with this one. So he's like, you could either stand trial for the fact that you killed a Republic soldier, or you could join the Sith army and become a soldier. So Bane's like, yeah, I guess I'll become a soldier. Then I could get off this fucking planet.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
So he
what
could,
if you killed a soldier
and are
for that
wanted
thing?
for that.
Might as well join the other army. I mean,
Yeah,
am I right?
yeah. So Bane joins, and he actually becomes a very successful soldier because of his latent force abilities. Like he
So it
become. I'm sorry.
so are all Sith soldiers and stuff, are they force sensitive as well, or are
No,
they just bad guys?
they're just bad guys, or
Oh.
mercenaries, or people who felt so disenfranchised and felt like the Republic has nothing to help them that they end up joining the
Ah.
Sith. Like
Okay.
the common soldiers are like, yeah, the Republic sucks. The Sith are kind of shit too, but they respect us and actually are willing to treat us like people. Whereas the companies that control our planets have done jack shit for us.
Oh yeah, like the
Like his whole thing about why would he want to join the Republic Army if the money he makes is going to go straight to
yeah.
the company that owns his planet.
That's
So,
crazy.
so the people who join the Sith do it because of stuff like that, and that's very reasonable and very understanding. But when you know how fucked up the Sith are, it's kind of bad because they're preying on the naivety and the desperation of these people
Damn, it's just like the American government.
versus the Chinese government.
No, versus the American government.
The American government versus the Chinese government, because when you join the Sith, you're pretty much on social credit. It's all about.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
I
big
got you.
corporation. So the Republic is essentially America, and the Sith is pretty much China in that aspect.
Damn, you're right.
Which I never thought I'd make that comparison, but now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, holy shit.
That's crazy.
It really is. And so, when you get in the nitty gritty of everything, you kind of feel bad for the common soldiers who join the Sith.
Oh, for sure.
Because they're pretty much just like caught in the middle. But what makes it worse is Des actually, well, not worse because Des actually makes a name for himself in the Sith army and is actually a really good soldier.
Okay.
But that's because of his force abilities that he doesn't know he has. So his entire division, which has the name the Gloomwalkers,
Okay.
which a badass name for a division of soldiers, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
especially when you see what Bane looks like in his trooper armor.
If I know what yeah, the soldier armor looks fucking sick. Is it the red one?
No, I'm about to send you the image because that's Bane with his troops in the second image.
Oh shit.
And the reason
Okay.
and the reason why he has that pistol is because he's so good he gets close in. He doesn't need the rifle, and that pistol that he uses can
Yeah.
disintegrate armor. That's how powerful that pistol is.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
He can.
his pistol is better than the rifles that the other troops in his command are wearing or
They
carrying.
look like or like clone troopers.
A little
I
bit.
love I love how they always use the clone trooper outfits for everything.
I mean, it's slightly different.
Yeah, it is slightly different, but like those
The
guys in
helmet,
the backgrounds are
well,
different.
actually no, they're those helmets kind of look like the old school Sith helmets.
They do kind of, yeah.
Because you want to know who has a similar shaped helmet like that?
Who?
A Sith Lord by the name of Tulak Horde.
What's his name?
Tulak Horde.
Tulakhorn?
I will type it to you. But tell me, the shape at least is not similar to this helmet. Just shape alone.
Oh my God, that's a cool ass helmet. What the fuck?
Tell me that
That
it's
is
not a.
pretty similar, yeah.
So they style the Sith helmets based off of that.
Dude, he looks so fucking cool.
But yeah, that's his name, and he's a Sith Lord.
What the fuck? Dude, that's so cool.
But yeah, so essentially, you have all these people joining your normal rank and file troops. Desu doesn't know he's force sensitive, but because of just being in positions where you have the ability to channel your anger and use your abilities without even realizing it, makes him such an effective soldier because pretty much every mission that his platoon gets sent on are extremely dangerous. And like the
They're
Suicide
like
Squad
they're
missions,
basically uh
suicide missions.
missions.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the one mission that his platoon essentially has, they have to capture this manufacturing planet, but his platoon has to take out a base before the rest of the Sith army can move in. And the plan is the Sith army is supposed to attack at a certain time, and they have to take out that outpost. Otherwise, that outpost will warn them that the Sith are coming.
Oh shit.
Well, a Sith Lord gives them a command that they have to attack in the daytime, which where their outpost is positioned, that's pure suicide. Because one, they have air superiority, and everything is fortified. So the
Right.
gunships will just cut down his troops.
Ooh.
So he's like, no, because it's going to take a while for the main bulk of the army to get it in position anyways. We can wait until dusk and then send the go ahead that the outpost has been taken down. And they won't even know. Well, his commander, the lieutenant, pretty much said, no, we're going to attack now. And he's trying to act all tough in front of Bane and call him a coward for disobeying the order. He's like, well, this order is suicide. You must tell them they're wrong. Which, to tell a Sith Lord they're wrong is ballsy to fucking do.
You're fucked if you do so.
And so the lieutenant refuses to do it. So you know what Bane does?
Doesn't follow orders?
Doesn't follow orders. He knocks the dude out and then takes command of the platoon himself.
Oh, yes.
And,
My boy.
and sets everything up, and he's like, we're going to attack at this time, and everything's going to go ahead. Now, Bane makes the mistake of leaving the two most junior troops with the lieutenant.
Uh-oh.
So, even though the plan almost fails, okay? Because, one, things get a little fucked when they launch the attack. And so, Bane does something what is seemingly miraculous with the Force, okay?
What does he do?
So, the Republic have these canisters that are essentially like giant ass flashbangs. While he's staring down his sniper scope, one of them goes off. So, he can't see shit, but he can tell where all the troops, the Republic troops, are on the rooftop of the outpost. He snipes them all.
Oh my god, he's got an aimbot.
Yeah, it is called the fucking Force.
He's got an aimbot.
And the last troop on the rooftop is freaking out at this point because, holy shit, we're all getting sniped. We're fucked. The dude is hoping to run to the other side of the rooftop and try to jump into like an area where, yeah, the fall is gonna hurt, but I'll survive it.
Yeah.
Bane's like, nah, bitch, you're
Nah,
mine.
bitch.
Without even realizing it, he uses the Force to hold the dude in place as he jumps
Oh.
over the edge and puts 2 bolts into him.
Damn. God damn.
So he wipes out all the troops manning like the heavy guns on the rooftop, inside like the gunships and everything. So the rest of his troops can push forward without getting mowed down.
Right.
So the mission's a complete and total success. They get back to base, and the lieutenant's standing there with the Sith military police. And he's like, you think those junior troops would follow you into your madness? And everyone's pissed because they're like, well, that madness saved everyone's lives. You fucking coward. Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
And so Bing essentially is getting sent for a court martial, which everyone thinks is most likely his death.
Oh god, especially for the Sith army, yeah, it's gonna be death.
Because disobeying that order. Well, he gets dumped into a pit for a couple days, and then
As one does.
And a Sith Lord appears and says, "Take him to Korriban." Which I don't know if you know this, but Korriban is homeworld of the Sith.
Yeah, I know that.
And so, when he arrives at Korriban, he never sees the dude who tells him to be taken to Korriban. So he's like, what the fuck's going on? As one would do. Because I know if I was being told to be taken to a different planet, and the person who ordered my release essentially is nowhere to be seen, I'm immediately thinking, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, same here. I'm thinking, where the fuck am I gonna get shot at?
Yep. And so he's taken to the temple where all the Sith Lords are being, the new generation of Sith Lords are being trained. And so he meets his quote unquote rescuer, which is a Sith Lord, who goes by the name Lord Kopex. And he's a big fat Twi'lek.
Oh God.
But not like really fat where it's like insanely obese. He's like a burly kind of fat. Where he's got some muscle to him. Like you wouldn't want to fuck with this dude on a bad day.
Right.
And so he's like, I'm to be your inquisitor. So you're whatever your answers are gonna be, you better answer a certain way, essentially. And so he starts asking him all these questions about his affiliation, how he became a trooper and stuff like that. And he starts asking him questions like, what do you know about the Force? And he's like, I don't know much. I just know it's something that the Jedi and Sith believe in. And that people believe you guys have special powers. And so Kopex is like, but you don't believe that? And he's like, and the ball's on Bane to say what he says next. I think those tales are greatly exaggerated.
Oh shit.
And so he's like, yeah, I can kind of understand why you would think that, considering the fact that those who can't feel or see the Force often don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
But what if I told you you have the ability to use the Force and all your stuff that you've done not up until this point is just mere child's play?
Okay. I'm liking what he's putting down.
So Bane's starting to think, he's like, oh, okay. And so to give you an idea of what the guy looks like, that's him. He looks like a dude you don't want to fuck with.
He definitely he definitely does.
That's why I said, like, even though he's like fat, he's not like overly fat.
Yeah. He's like a Kevin Owens fat.
Yeah, he's like the Kevin Owens. That's like the perfect description of him. He is literally the Kevin Owens of the Sith Lords,
Oh.
which is pretty intense when you think about it.
Very scary sounding too.
And so he's like, well, if you decide you want to join the Sith, you'll stay here and learn at the hands of one of the other masters. But your life as a trooper is no more. And so Bane's like, okay, I'm all for it. And so he's like, well, what do you want your name to? So this is a new part of your life. You have to take on a new name because you're being reborn, essentially. And that's when he's like, I'm going to go by Bane.
Okay.
And so Bane goes through his studies at the Sith Temple on Korriban, and the dude progresses pretty fast because one, the dude's a monster when it comes to the Force because of how strong he is. And so, what makes it better is people just assume he's like a hulking brute because of how big he is. But Bane also happens to be one of the most smart Sith.
Okay.
Which, when you think about it, makes him that much more dangerous.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's like, I'm not going to get in the middle of a fight. Or so one of the ways that they can earn more prestige with all the other masters is fighting in the dueling ring. And he's not, at this point, he's not really a skilled fighter. So he's like, I'm not going to pick a fight I know I'm going to lose. Even though most of the other students want to fight him because they're like, oh, he's big, he's bad, he's really strong in the Force. This is going to be an easy way for me to gain prestige. And he's like, but it's not really worth it to me because these guys have been practicing with fighting a little bit longer than me. So I know I'm going to lose. So slowly over time, he's developing his skills with the blade. As he's getting better, he's starting to challenge the other students, rising up the ranks. Until he gets challenged by this one student by the name of Foharg. And Foharg is a species known as a McCurth, which is a lizard. And do you want to? I'm gonna see if I could pull up an image of what they look like, because they look scary, actually. Even though it's like a lizard person, it looks like a fucking demon. Are you ready to see what it looks like, Formal?
Yes.
I just sent you the image. With the fucking horns on its head.
Scared the fuck out of me. Holy shit.
I told you it looks like a demon, don't it?
That's my sleep paralysis demon. What the fuck? How did you get that picture?
So, there's actually an alien species in Star Wars. And so, that's what the other student looks like. Or at least its species. And he challenges Bane to a fight. And Bane's like, okay. And Bane actually gets his ass beat by this thing.
Oh shit, really?
Yep. Partially because, one, despite him not being a master level duelist, his opponent knows more about the blade than Bane does. But instead of just like outright beating him into submission, he openly taunts Bane like, oh, you spent all this extra time with the masters, you're not worth it, that extra time should be spent with me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying his name like, oh, you're the bane of this academy's existence, that kind of thing, like, your name is terrible, you're terrible.
Yeah.
And Bane is just getting more and more pissed. He's like, no one can use my name except me. And he's like, if you're already so sure that you want to end it. And so the lizard dude's like, no, this ends at the point of my choosing. And at that moment,
oh shit,
he lunges at Bane. And Bane pushes him so hard and slams him onto the ground with the force. And then starts choking him.
Uh-oh.
And the Blade Master, the one who teaches them how to use lightsaber, is just standing there with his arms crossed, watching Bane do this. And as this alien's choking, struggling to breathe, pretty much gasping for air, at the point it's almost about ready to die, he's like, alright, that's enough, Bane. And then Bane clenches his fist and crushes his windpipe, killing him. And then he walks away saying, now it's enough.
Damn, bro. He's like, now, bitch. Now you're done for, bitch.
And,
Get fucked.
So the top student.
Damn.
So the top student at the academy, or the Sith Academy, is a Zabrak, just like Darth Maul, by the name of Sirak. And Sirak is like, okay, now you actually got my attention now, because you were beneath my notice until you killed that dude.
Oh fuck.
Because Sirak is the top apprentice, and no one has been able to challenge this dude because of just how powerful he really is. And so that display of strength and everything caught Sirac's attention.
Ooh, he's like, hey, you're my boy now.
And so now Sirac's like, I don't issue challenges, but when you fool yourself into thinking you can fight me, I'll be waiting. Well, after Bane kills the other dude, he starts to have doubts about his abilities with the Force because the Academy is saying, "Hey, let your feelings go. It doesn't matter." But at like the last minute, they're expected to pull back. So he feels conflicted with what he's being taught to unleash his true potential, all the while pulling back at the same time. Because the teachings of the Sith Academy of this time are inherently flawed. Because the leader of the Sith is saying, one, all Sith are equal. And
Ooh.
treating all the other Sith Lords like Jedi. By like creating a Sith Council, even though they all pretty much kiss his ass.
Yeah.
But the way he runs everything is being run like it's the Jedi Order.
Oh.
So Bane is trying to like struggle to wrap his mind around it at this moment. And then he comes to the realization that he was the one that killed his father. And so his mind shut down completely because of the fear of him losing control like that. So he essentially cuts himself off from the Force for a period of time. Because he's like, holy shit, I killed my father. And now the anger that's driving me is now I'm building up all these mental barriers around that anger. I can't channel the Force.
Oh shit.
So he's starting to struggle with his studies, becoming worse and worse with the blade because he's relying on his muscle memory instead of relying on the Force. So his skills are starting to diminish with the blade. And so he feels like he's floundering. He's like, the only way to keep people from challenging me and get my ass curb stomped is if I challenge Sirac to a duel in the dueling ring. So he challenges Sirac,
Okay.
and Sirac completely curb stomps him.
Oh no.
Yep.
You
So
kidding?
I'm being dead serious. Bane
He
loses
fucking how bad?
so bad that he had his ribs broken and his knee broken.
Oh fuck. But like was it a decent fight? Like did he put up a decent fight or was he just fucking
He was
destroyed?
fucking destroyed because
Oh no.
Sirac uses a double-bladed lightsaber.
Oh no, he got fucked up.
But the thing is,
What
Sirac,
was that?
my Siri, because I said Sirac and it thought I said Siri.
Oh no.
But so in order to prevent the students from killing each other, and since they're not really skilled with the lightsaber just yet,
Okay.
they use what are called training sabers, which are metal blades with barbs from a poisonous creature that if the barbs contact your skin, it causes paralysis wherever you got hit.
Oh god.
So so it simulates like as if you were to lose a limb. So you know what it feels like being.
Oh, okay. That's actually smart.
And
For how
so
long?
a couple hours because of the venom. in the
Oh
bars.
God.
And so,
You got to get used to not using your arms or legs, you know.
so as I was saying, Sirac beats Bane, and he's like, I completely and utterly destroyed this dude. There's no way he's going to come back and challenge me at a later time. Well,
He does exactly that.
he does. But here's the thing. So, this Jedi who defects to the Sith, she's a very beautiful lady, and her name is
Oh my.
Githany.
Giffany?
Yep,
So it's like
Githany.
Tiffany, but with a G.
Yeah, and so she defects from the Jedi and joins the Sith. Well, Githany is like any true Sith and lusts after power.
Oh.
So she encounters Bane after his fight with Sirac, and she's like, okay, this is what happens if you lose to Sirac. He will utterly destroy you and destroy your morale.
Yeah.
So she approaches Bane, and Bane is just like avoiding everyone because at this point, the masters are no longer training him. He's pretty much just sitting in the reading the archives of the Sith because that's all he can do because he can't channel the Force because of the emotional hangups he has right now.
Okay.
And so Githany introduces herself and it's like, I can help you regain the Force. And she shows him, like, that she could pierce the veil of his emotional barriers, which she does.
Do they have a relationship, like a romantic one?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
And so
That's my
the thing
boy.
is, Githany doesn't just want to destroy Sirac. She wants to use Bane to kill him.
Oh, what a bit. Oh, that's what she's doing. She's manipulating him. She doesn't really love him.
So
Ooh.
here's where it gets a little bit more spicy.
Spicy.
So
Give me that tea.
he becomes a bit desperate because one, she is able to do all this stuff with the Force, and the fact that he finally was able to feel the Force in her presence, he becomes desperate. Like, hey, teach me, please. I want to learn.
Aww.
And so she thinks, as long as she can just like string him along, but not teaching him everything she learns from the other Sith masters, she could keep him in check.
Well, this is literally what Palpatine did with Darth Vader.
But here's where Bane is crafty. While he's learning from Githany, you know what he does?
He's learning from somebody else, too.
He goes to the Blade Master and approaches him in
Yeah.
secret and says, I got
Ooh.
my will to fight back. And the Blade Master's like, well, why should I even help you? What's in it for me? He's like, you know my potential. I'm the only one who could beat Sirac. And then, as like the final question to a test, he's like, why are you really doing this? And Bane stands there for a moment and he really thinks about it. And he's like, I want to destroy Sirac. I want to crush him like a bug beneath the boot of my heel.
Ooh, what a little bastard. Ooh.
And the Blade Master smiles, a devilish smile, and says, we will begin training tomorrow night.
Ooh, what a little. Ooh.
And what makes this even better, at least for Bane, is the Blade Master also uses a double bladed lightsaber.
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh-oh.
during their training sessions, this is a little bit of lore that people really don't know, which I thought was really cool. So this is one of the dueling sessions that they have, and it's the longest dueling session that they've had at this point. But after the dueling session's over, Bane's replaying the sequence of events in his mind. And he's like, "Why can't I beat you?" And he's like, "Because you don't know the double-bladed lightsaber." And he's like, "You know the single blade really well, and it's unfamiliar to you. So your mind's struggling because you don't know the sequences used to make the blade truly effective weapon." And so Bane's like, "But doesn't having the second blade make it so that you have more options in battle?" And the Blade Master says, "No, but you think it does, so the effect is all the same." Because a person who has never used a double-bladed lightsaber is trying to keep track of both blades.
That's true.
And so the Blade Master says, if you know the where one is, you know where the other is. Because it's
Oh
the same.
my god.
And
That's so
so
true.
and so
Sorry.
Bane's like, "So you actually revealed your weakness to me." And the Blade Master's like, "Only to a very small degree. Now you just know why an unfamiliar fighting style can be more dangerous." But it's not necessarily the best piece of advice, because that's time. And so Bane's like, "So if I study the double-bladed lightsaber, I can essentially nullify this ability?" And he's like, "Yeah, but there's really no point, because your growth is only going to come from you instead of focusing on others." And so Bane's like, "Why even tell me this glaring flaw with the blade then?" He's like, "Well, knowledge is power. My thing is to teach you. It's your decision on how that knowledge is used." So not only does Bane focus on mastering the single-bladed lightsaber, he focuses on all the attacks that are available with the double-bladed lightsaber. So he knows how to counter and block every attack that Cyric could throw his way.
I don't understand.
God damn it,
Siri,
Siri.
I could throw his
Stop.
way.
Fuck out of here, Siri, you bitch.
So you can see where this is going now. Bane's like, "I know how to counter Cyric now. And I'm gonna win this time." So, right after that lesson with the Blade Master, he has a lesson with Githany. And guess what that lesson is?
What is it?
How to use
Double-bladed
Force
lightsaber?
Lightning.
Oh, fuck.
And so, after the first session, he was able to generate enough energy to mess up the entire library. Whereas all the other students, and only the top students were taught that ability, could generate nothing but a few sparks.
Oh, shit.
Yet after being taught that power, he was able to destroy a library. So that should just tell you how strong Bane is to begin with.
Bane's fucking insane.
Like, there's this one YouTube channel I watch because they'll take characters like Darth Bane, analyze their skills with the Force and their skills with the lightsaber, and put them against other characters of equal or greater skill, and be like, who would win in a fight? And the one channel I watch describes Bane like his ability with the Force, like he's wielding a tactical nuke.
Oh my god.
Think about that.
That's insane. I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
All right. Oh man, this is so fucking good. I just love podcasts like these because I could teach people about what I truly enjoy and talk about topics because I think these topics are interesting, or at least more interesting than what other media outlets generate. I just hope you guys feel the same way. And for those who hit the follow today, thank you. It's very much appreciated. You guys are awesome. And we love y'all. We absolutely love y'all. Just remember, you guys are amazing. But I think we're going to have to break up the Darth Bane segment into 2 episodes because there's a lot to talk about. We haven't even finished his rise to becoming Darth Bane. Because holy shit, that's the whole thing. Oh man. That's going to be interesting though. Just waiting for my boy to get back. And then I think we can end this. Wouldn't you agree? Yippee-ki-yay. Yo, ya, yo. You know what? Let's get some music going. Is he back? I don't know. damn it. How long does it take formal?
I'm back.
Welcome back. So I found an image of the Blade Master who trains Bane and all the other Sith acolytes. Would you like to see what this man looks like?
Absolutely.
And tell me he does not look badass.
Okay, wait 1 second. Ooh, he does look badass. Ooh,
And he's got the Sith tattoos on his arms and shit.
he's like, race is that? What race is that? What race is
Twi'lek?
that? Yeah, he's like the guy from Wookiees, not Wookiees, Jawa's Palace.
Yep. Same species. Well, the other guy that I showed you that's like Kevin Owens fat is the same species, too.
What is it?
Yeah? You can tell by his head tails.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but he's like, they're normally like super skinny.
Yeah, the only different... But he's Kevin Owens fat, so are you surprised his head tails are bigger?
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Wow.
you know what's kind of badass about Kasim?
What?
With his double-bladed lightsaber, all he has to do is twist the center, and it breaks into 2 separate lightsabers.
Is that not normal?
No, many people don't do that. Normally it's just one long handle.
Oh, yeah, and then there's the guys that have the spinny blades.
We don't talk about the Inquisitors.
Why not?
Because compared to all the other Sith and Dark Jedi, they suck.
Oh?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes they do.
They're badass. What do you mean? They can fly.
All they do is hunt down low-level Jedi. If you want a true Dark Jedi, one who's badass, look up. And this dude actually kind of looks oh god, I can't think of his name. He actually is a really badass character. And his species are called the Anzat, which are essentially like the vampires of Star Wars. They have like tendrils that come out of their cheeks.
Oh?
That could go up someone's nose and dig into like the brains of that person. Yeah.
Okay.
Volfate Carco, that's the person I'm thinking of. You want to see an image of Volfate Carco?
Yes. Is he? Wait, he's the guy with the tentacle?
Yep. Well, at least the species. He doesn't really use them that much. And the reason why he fell to the dark side?
Why?
Because his species has like a natural hunger for brain matter. And so there was a dying Jedi, and this dude was a Jedi himself. You know what he did? And he thought it was a good idea?
Oh no, he ate his brains, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh no.
And because of that, he ended up falling to the dark side.
Oh no, bro.
That's what he looks like.
Buddy, you don't do that.
Tell me he does not look badass in that image, though.
He does look.
Where he's
He
got
does
the
look
lightning all around his fist like that.
Dude, he's gonna thunder punch that bitch.
But because of him feeding on the brain matter of other Jedi, he's able to absorb their knowledge, and he feeds on their pain. So when he falls up to the dark side, him feeding off of their pain and draining their brain matter and stuff, he actually becomes stronger. Because the only reason why he loses, and he doesn't die, he gets put into stasis.
What?
Yeah, so the Jedi Council has to fight him because he has grown so powerful. He kills actually a few of the Jedi Council members of his time.
Yeah.
But they were finally able to overwhelm him just because of sheer numbers, not because of their strength in the Force. Which is insane when you really think about that. Because when you think Jedi Council members are supposed to be insanely powerful.
Mm-hmm. They're like the elite.
So the fact that he went toe to toe with all the members and killed a few of them.
Was Yoda a council member at this time?
This was before Yoda was born.
Oh shit. Holy shit.
Yep.
How old is Yoda?
Almost 1,000 years old.
God.
But this dude's alien species naturally can live very long lives. But like I said, when he was beat by the Jedi Council, they put him in stasis. They never killed him.
Okay.
So he was just pretty much like frozen in time.
He could be the next Captain America. He could be like let out at any time.
He does get let out around the time of the Clone Wars.
Oh God.
Because, and here's the thing. Do you remember Quinlan Voss?
No.
The Jedi with the yellow tattoo on his face with the dreadlocks?
Yeah, I do.
Who teams up with Obi-Wan to fight Cad Bane?
Okay, yeah.
Well, he has an apprentice. Do you know who his apprentice was?
No.
Ayla Sakura.
Wait a minute.
That blue Twi'lek lady who gets shot down by all the clones on that jungle planet.
I remember. During Order 66.
Yep. So she gets drugged and she loses her memory and falls to the dark side.
Oh.
And he awakens from his sleep of being in stasis. And because she's fallen, she actually starts hearing his call from the Force. And she awakens him.
Oh, shit.
And so she becomes his Dark Jedi apprentice. And so he, her master Quinlan, has to fight her and him.
So it was. This happens in an episode, okay?
No, it happens in comic book series.
Oh, because I thought they did an episode like that. Oh no, wait, she was a full-blown Jedi.
Yep,
Remember the Clone Wars?
yep. So this was right before the Clone Wars breaks out.
I must be thinking of a different situation because I remember there being an episode like that.
But anyways, so she almost dies because this dude's about to feed on her brain matter. And Quinlan's like, nah, you're gonna fucking die. Because that's my apprentice that you're dealing with.
It's my baby.
Well, he treats her like a daughter. And Quinlan's not a typical Jedi in the slightest. Because do you know how many times he's fallen to the dark side?
How many?
At least 3.
At least 3?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you make that mistake twice?
Well, the first time was when they go on a mission together. They get captured and drugged, and he doesn't have a memory of who the fuck he is. So he just embraces the dark side at that point. Then his former master finds him, knocks him out, and brings him back to the temple. While his Padawan is still missing. Then they find her and do the same thing.
Okay.
And so she's redeemed as well at this point. Well, then there's him embracing the dark side in order to kill his former Padawan's uncle. Because he was a drug smuggler and a slaver.
Uh-oh.
Who was going to actually capture her to sell her off to slavers. And use her for ransom because she comes from a high-profile family in Twi'lek society.
Okay.
I just like how we were talking about Darth Bane and then we just like transitioned straight to the Clone Wars.
I know, right?
But there's just so much about Darth Bane. I think we'll have to cover more of it tomorrow. So we'll leave we'll leave it off at the point where I said, Qasim smiles. We begin training tomorrow.
Ooh.
And we'll pick up from there with Darth Bane.
Okay.
But we'll talk a little bit about the Clone Wars.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
So, yeah, so he embraces the dark side, kills her uncle, and then I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea, considering the fact he's embraced the dark side twice. But they're like, you know what? We're going to send him as an undercover agent and defect to Count Dooku.
What?
Yeah. They were going to use Quinlan Voss to get close to Dooku so he can assassinate him. Yeah.
That's,
pretty dark for the council to go ahead with that.
especially knowing the past that he's had.
Yeah. But the fact that they actually sanctioned him killing Dooku.
That too. That's fucked.
And guess who he uses to get close to Dooku?
Jango Fett?
Ventress.
Oh, damn it. Why didn't I know her? Oh my god, Ventress?
Yep.
I love her.
And the thing is,
She's one of my favorite characters from
and the
the
thing
Clone
is,
Wars.
actually, they actually develop a relationship.
What kind of relationship?
What do you think?
A sexual one?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, get that bald pussy.
So here's the album or the cover art for the book that it's a part of. Tell me that does not look badass.
That does look badass. Oh, and he's got a yellow lightsaber?
Well, a yellowish green.
Where's that green? Where's that green?
It's like a yellowish green. They made it more yellow to contrast with the other colors.
Oh, okay.
But he has naturally his lightsaber's green.
Okay, because it looks yellowy.
Do you know what having a green lightsaber means?
It means that you are more in tune with the Force.
Yep.
I was right?
Yep.
Okay, so so I kind of got. I was thinking it was mixed up, but I was hoping that I was correct. Because
Do you want to see what
I know that.
Do you want to see what he looks like when he's embraced the dark side?
Yes.
Because
Yes,
he actually looks pretty menacing.
What time is this? Like, which time did he deflect?
During the Clone Wars?
Yeah. Is this when he did it in the Clone Wars or the other?
In the Clone Wars?
Oh, okay.
That's what he looks like.
Oh, he looks badass. That's badass. That's right there.
And when he's wielding his green lightsaber, he looks actually pretty badass in the comics. You want to see what he looks like?
Yeah. Let me see that shit.
And the way he's holding the lightsaber as he's walking in this image.
Oh, he's gonna kill somebody. He gonna kill somebody.
The fact that he's got the lightsaber in a reverse grip like that.
Ahsoka does that.
Not many Jedi do.
Yeah.
But do you know?
Because it's a more offensive, or
No.
is it more offensive?
No.
It's defensive.
So there's 7 forms of lightsaber combat. Okay. And
Okay.
if you're a practitioner of a certain form, which is known as Form 5, there's 2 variants of Form 5. The Gem So and Shien.
Okay.
So, those who are practitioners of the Shien variant typically carry the lightsaber with a reverse grip just like that. And did you ever play The Force Unleashed?
I did. Yep. I
You know,
love
like
that
when
game.
he holds the lightsaber up when he's and then he starts twirling it around to block lightsaber bolts.
Yeah.
Or blaster bolts.
Hmm.
That's him using the Shien form.
Oh.
So that's like the perfect. I'm trying to be like, what's a good description? Like, what's a good visual to give you? And I'm like, oh, have you ever played The Force Unleashed? Perfect description.
It's the best game I've ever played in my life.
And so, the Shien variant is more fluid than the Djem So movement.
And that's what normal people pretty pretty much use, right?
No. So,
Or not normal people, but normal Jedi, I meant. But no?
yes and no. So, Shien is more geared for blast deflection
Okay.
than actual lightsaber dueling. Like, you can use it to duel others in a lightsaber duel, but you're using longer sweeping movements that are far more fluid. And so, if you're not careful, you can leave yourself wide open to a counter because you're using more sweeping motions. Like
Okay.
that, like the first duel between Anakin and Count Dooku when he gets his arm cut off.
Uh,
You know how
oh.
like he's like moving and flourishing the lightsaber far more than Obi-Wan did?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And did you always think it was kind of weird?
I did think it was weird, actually.
But you're like, it kind of looks pretty badass, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, because he's like moving out of the way and stuff. He's like liquid out there.
That was because when he was fighting Dooku, he was using the Xi'an form.
Who, Anakin?
Yep.
Ah.
And so when he lost and got his arm cut off, he's like, Xi'an's good, but it's not good for dueling. So then he became a Djem-So user, the other variant of Form 5.
I didn't notice that.
So that's why in the Clone Wars, like, even though he does jump around quite a bit, if you notice he stays far more grounded and uses more tighter blade work.
He does, yeah.
And whenever someone attacks, he immediately counters.
Yeah.
That's because of him using Djem-So. Because that's what
Ex-
Djem-So is used for.
Yeah, except for when he was going up against Obi-Wan and Mustafar.
No, he was still using Djem-So.
Yeah, but he kind of failed at that because he got his arm, leg,
Well, the thing is...
he jumped over him.
So the thing is... Obi-Wan goaded him because he knows Anakin so well. He knew Anakin was going to try to jump over him.
Dumb idea. Dumb idea.
But the reason why that fight played out the way it did and why Obi-Wan did so well is because his chosen style,
What's his chosen style?
Form 3, Sarisu, which is purely defensive.
Oh, so Obi-Wan kind of goofed him.
So, but the thing is, Obi-Wan was a master of 4 of the 7 lightsaber forms. He was a master of Form 1, which is the most basic form, which is best used on the battlefield when you're fighting hundreds of opponents at once, and it's great for blast deflection. Then you have Form 3, which is all about defense, because in the books, he's depicted as if he's walking through a hornet's nest of blaster fire and walks through unscathed, with no like singe marks on his robes or anything.
Okay.
So that's actually kind of badass.
Very.
And as you saw in the Phantom Menace, he was doing flips and stuff, and he was highly acrobatic in that movie. He is a master of Form 4, which is a highly acrobatic, fast-paced, and aggressive style. And He's also a master of Form 5.
What's Form 5?
The one that I was just talking about, the Gemso and Shien.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was able to teach Anakin the movements of Shien as a Padawan. He didn't really train him much in the way of the Gemso, because the Gemso is more for lightsaber versus lightsaber dueling. Where he's like,
You could have.
if you want to be able to deflect lightsaber or blaster bolts right back at an enemy, you're going to want to use Shien, because that's what that's basically used for. It's for aim blast deflection.
Okay.
Because have you noted, or did you remember when that battle droid was running at him and Qui-Gon in the Phantom Menace, and the way he positioned the blade as the droid was running at him, and he batted the bolt right back at the droid?
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was him using Shien
Oh.
to deflect the blaster bolt right back at him. So now you have visuals to be able to differentiate between the different styles of lightsaber combat.
And did you know that there's a band form?
Yep. Form 7. Julia.
Form 7. Yep.
Because it's the most aggressive out of all of them.
Now, why
But
is it banned?
Because it's the most aggressive lightsaber form out of all the lightsaber forms.
Isn't it dishonorable too?
No. It's just because of how... It's just really because of how aggressive it is. Because you're giving yourself over to your emotions in the heat of battle.
Oh no, I meant like there's a form where like you know how when you're battling you're not allowed to, there's like a written, not even a written rule, but there's like this weird little rule where you're not allowed to turn off your lightsaber because it's dishonorable.
No. No, there's actually a few people who use that style, and that's called Tricata.
I thought that was somewhere I read it was a banned form because both the Sith thought it was kind of like, the Sith thought it was pussy shit to do, and
It's
the Jedi were like, yeah, that's.
it's not that they banned it, it's just not a very practical fighting style.
Yeah, like it's looked down upon if you do it.
The Sith look down upon it, the Jedi really don't. They just don't think it's really practical.
Oh.
But it's good for, like, tricking people in key moments. Let's say, like, you and me are in a lightsaber duel, okay? And we're in a saber lock.
Yeah.
If I turn off my lightsaber real quick to lower the length of the blade to get past your guard and sidestep you, and then immediately flick it back on and stab you in the neck.
Yeah.
It's like a very smart thing to do. But if you're fighting someone who's skilled with a blade, it's not very practical because they would be able to defend against that.
Yeah.
It's meant to trip people who are not familiar with lightsaber combat or not experts in lightsaber combat. Because most Jedi are really not, because they focus on one single form for the most part. Whereas usually a person who uses Tricata masters all forms of lightsaber combat.
Yeah.
Because they're going to try to come at you at any different angle they possibly can. And try to get inside your guard.
Is there any known Jedi that know all forms?
Yes, actually a few.
Is it Luke Skywalker one
Yep,
of them?
Luke is one of them.
I knew
Yoda,
it.
Mace
Okay,
Windu.
Yoda's a bit surprising. Mace Windu's not that surprising.
Why do you say Yoda's surprising?
Because he's short.
Just because he's short doesn't mean he can't master all the forms.
That's true.
The thing with Yoda is he's over specialized in one particular style, which is Form 4, the most acrobatic one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was thinking, like, he's kind of small and, like,
But the
he
thing
can...
is, the reason why he's so over specialized with that style is because of his size.
Yeah, of his... Yeah.
Because, one, he doesn't have height and reach, plus, he doesn't have a lot of muscle. So he can't just, like, brute force his way through your defenses.
Yeah, he's gonna trick you up.
No, it's not so much as that. So, Form 4 is all about generating momentum through your movement. So, when you finally do bring your lightsaber at someone,
Yeah.
you're coming at them like a freight train with all that momentum. So, that's why he's constantly flipping and spinning, because he's generating momentum.
Oh. So wait, Ventress. She's a master in that form?
And Form 2, which is Makashi, the style that Dooku uses.
Oh, okay.
But actually, I'm gonna send you a clip which I think you'll appreciate.
Here's one thing that kind of confuses me, right? Okay, so the rule of two.
Mm-hmm.
You got Darth Sidious and you got Count Dooku,
Yep.
right? Who the fuck is Asajj? Asajj Ventress.
She's just a dark Jedi. She's not a true Sith.
Okay, because I always got confused. So I'm like, I thought there were supposed to be only two of them. You got Darth Maul too.
Yeah, the thing was, Darth Maul was actually his apprentice because he was gonna train him after he killed Plagueis. So Maul was truly Sidious's apprentice. But he lost his duel to Obi-Wan, getting cut in half.
Yeah.
And so he's like, fuck, I gotta find a new apprentice. And he set his sights on Dooku, who is a former Jedi who now hates the Jedi and hates the Republic for it being so corrupt. And it was easy for him to manipulate him into becoming his apprentice. So, despite all the apprentices Sidious actually had, he still adhered to the rule of two. He kept a lot of dark side agents, but he's like, I'm not going to train them like a true Sith, because there's only going to be two Sith. If I train them as much as I train Vader or anyone else, they have the potential to rise up against me. So I'm going to keep them under my thumb.
So he's abusing that rule of two.
Yes. But as I was about to say, I'm going to send you a clip from... It's a cinematic for Star Wars. The Old Republic, okay? So you can actually kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about with the lightsaber forms.
Yeah.
So watch this, and then as you're watching them fight, I'll break it down for you.
Okay, I'm watching it. Ooh, wait, is this... Oh, I remember this. Yeah. EA Sports. It's in the game.
For centuries, Alderaan stood as a beacon of hope in the Republic.
Game is this
But
for?
the Empire came.
The MMO, the Old
With
Republic.
one savage strike,
Wait, is this for Knights of the Old Republic?
No, it's for the MMO, the Old Republic,
Oh,
which takes place
Time
after
is
Knights of the
running
Old
out.
Republic.
There's fewer left to face the enemy. For those that remain, there is but one choice.
It looks really good, though,
We
don't
must
it?
fight to
yeah.
victory. Or
How
death
old is this game?
for the Republic.
Probably decades ago.
Oh, this definitely does not. Wait, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Who is that?
The Sith Lord? Or,
Yeah.
his name is Darth Malgus. Ain't that badass that Republic Trooper just knocked over 2 Sith Lords?
Yes.
And he went to go charge Darth Malgus?
Wait, are these not clone troopers?
No, they're actual people.
Oh, shit. The reason I asked if they were clones is because the one guy looks like a clone trooper. Guy without a helmet.
No, he's a commander
Oh.
of like his group of soldiers are like elite soldiers. That's why he's got the scar along the side of his head.
Oh shit. Is it Jenna? Oh, it's what's her name? Okay.
Like, you see how she moves?
Yeah.
Like how she's like punching, kicking, spinning, jumping.
Yeah.
It's very Yoda-like, isn't it?
Very good.
Like as soon as she got hit in the face, she spun around and kicked him in the face. That's what I mean by like, that's what Form 4 is. It's highly acrobatic and is generally
Okay. Oh god, she's taking a lightsaber to the hand. Oh god.
no, it doesn't go through her hand. She just straight up catches it.
Oh fuck, he just suicide bombed her. Oh shit. Yeet.
That bitch empty. Yeet.
I hate to break it to you,
What?
but he survived that.
Oh shit, he's alive. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking about the Sith Lord.
Wait, oh wait, what?
Yep. Getting blasted,
How?
Getting blasted into the mountain like that, he survives.
What the fuck?
That's how badass Darth Malgus is, okay?
God damn. What
The-
planet is this? Oh,
Alder-
it's Alderaan. I
Yep.
forgot.
And so, after that fight, you know what he's like? I'm gonna
What?
get back at this bitch. You know what he does?
What?
Marches on the Jedi Temple.
Oh?
I sent you the
Cool.
cinematic.
Whoa, Reggie. Oh shit. me get some socks on. It's cold as fuck in here.
Isn't this getting you hyped for more Star Wars talk?
Our time has
Absolutely.
come. For 300 years.
Oh.
Prepared, we grew
Now
Game's
you
10
actually get to
years
hear
old.
what he sounds like too in this one.
This game's 10 years old, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
Is it good?
Your people were safe.
It's okay. It's kind of like World of Warcraft, but Star Wars.
Oh. I think I've heard of this. Actually, I think I've heard of this game. Oh yeah, because I kept getting this game mixed up with Knights of the Old Republic.
To lead the
Yeah,
Republic.
he just walks right into the Jedi Temple like it's nothing.
Wait, hold on, let me... I had to get socks on, because it's cold up in this beach.
Of the dark
Where's my
side
heat?
have blinded you.
This is leaving the dark road just slowly approaching. What do you do?
Menacingly, I run away. I hide. And then pee a little.
But watch what he does as he approaches the doors.
Rested in your cradle of power. Believing your people were safe and protected.
Uh-oh. This guy sounds scared. Oh, shit. You're fucked.
In the span of less than 30 seconds,
You
kills
were
8 soldiers like it's
trusted to
nothing.
lead the Republic. But you were deceived.
And then you got that Mandalorian up top.
Powers of the dark side have
God,
blinded
he's got a yellow, like, orange lightsaber.
No, his is
Mandalorian.
You assumed no force could challenge you. And now,
The fuck? Oh, shit.
we have returned.
Whoever was flying that needs to be fired. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ha. Oh shit, he's doing the backwards lightsaber thing. Oh fuck.
That's the same dude who got blasted into the mountain.
Oh shit. This guy is. Oh fuck.
You were deceived. And now
Oh shit.
your
He
Republic
dodged it. Oh, he fucked
shall
up.
fall.
Get fucked.
Yeah, so, the sacking of the temple is not the first time it happened, obviously.
Yeah. Oh god.
And he just walks out and puts his hood up like, yeah, I'm a gangster.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, I did that, bitch. He's like, yeah, I did that, bitch. What you gonna do?
So what do you think of Darth Malgus?
A badass. 2011. Bleh. Oh my
Yeah, so
god.
then this game is older than 2011. Yeah, so it's 12 years old.
12 years old. Oh my god. Ugh. God, that's like, wait, hold up. That's the same. That's as old as Skyrim.
Yeah, it came out the same year.
Wow. That's great. Are we still alive?
Hmm. Yeah, we're
Oh.
still alive.
Oh shit.
But I am gonna end the stream so we can
Yeah.
end this and get ready for tomorrow. We,
Yeah.
for the most part, we got the
Concept down.
yeah. Well, not just that. We also have a decent bit of the audio before I turned down the gain on my mic. I think I turned it down when my parents were fighting. And never
Yeah.
turned it back up. So
I
What?
thought you sounded okay, but
Every question answered unclear.